Wait. Oh, okay. I got it.
I was voted most likely to pick up a woman at Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood meeting.
I need to start attending those meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, the women there are hot. And you know they put out.
Yes.
I bet. Do they have good food there too?
They they do. They sell not sell, they serve crumpets and tea.
Ooh.
Nice.
So everybody
That's
talks
my
about
favorite.
they talk about their favorite, prophylactics, and we all drink tea.
And you plan for stuff. You plan
We
things.
We do. We plan for the event that we may be someday a parent.
Do they plan for anything but parenthood or only parent?
Sure. There's some of the ladies there that we like to plan our budgets.
Mm.
And, if you're going to have
That's
a kid,
important.
you got to plan your budget for
Right.
for the kid, right?
Yeah, you got to make sure you got change for that gumball machine.
Yeah, I thought for a minute you said gumbo. I'm in New Orleans.
I can't wait to hear about your New Orleans trip, but I have to tell you guys, we got some watchers. We have the usual suspects. We have watching Jennifer Ann. We have Jamie Parker. And just so you guys know, it's Jennifer's birthday. I promised her we would sing her happy birthday.
Yes.
We're good. Yeah.
We're going to do it now? Okay, let's do it now.
Okay.
All right.
Happy
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
dear
Jennifer.
Ann.
And
Happy birthday to you.
okay. I didn't practice very well. Usually I sing a different song. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You live in a zoo. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too.
1, 2.
That was a Zoom birthday.
Yeah.
So that's Jennifer's happy birthday song. It's my niece's birthday.
Great.
24. Jennifer is 30.
Big day for birthdays.
Yeah, it's a great day for birthday. That means you're a Leo.
Samantha's birthday's today.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember her running around the house, like a teenager.
Remember when they came out here and we went to Disneyland and then you and I went out and she was only 9.
Wow. Wow.
And so, yeah, we went to dinner and she got a big
That's
old.
a long time ago.
It was probably her birthday. I think they came out.
She's now she's a 911 dispatcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 911 now in Arizona. So I'm very
That's
proud.
different than Disneyland. Much different than Disneyland.
She has a psychology degree. And so
Cool.
here's how things can turn around, people. We're going to be positive here.
Right.
She couldn't get a job out of college or, in psychology. So she was working for an animal, like a doggy daycare.
Veterinary clinic?
Yeah.
So she was working for a kennel. And then when COVID happened, they had to get rid of her, right?
Okay.
And so then this opportunity came out for this 911 dispatch job. And it did require her background a little bit. And they did a huge background check. But if she never lost her job, she would have never known about this opportunity.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Any of you who aren't working right now or are in a bad place, something better waiting for you.
That's an option. That's kind of cool.
That's right.
So now she could become a career 911 person.
So now when I, go visit and there's drama, she can help me.
Yeah, right there. You don't even have to dial it. You just yell and say, hey.
This pandemic thing's got to, because again, I'm starting to I lost 20 pounds. I lost 20 pounds and now I'm in New Orleans and I've been putting it back on. We went to the beach and the whales were singing, "We Are Family."
Then you could go whale watching too.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. That's what reminded me of it. And then I fell on Walmart. Walmart. Yeah, the Walmart. I fell on Walmart. Walmart.
Walmart.
And their prices lowered. That's how fat I got.
Wow.
Yeah, I fell on the.
This thing has to end.
I fell on the ground. No one laughed, but the ground cracked up.
That's good, Jay. And remember, you weren't going to gain weight again after last time?
Right.
Well, it's hard here. You guess what I had for dinner?
A beignet.
Yeah.
Oh, that would.
Is that a piece
breakfast.
of clothing?
Yeah, Gene is a big fan of Cafe de Monde.
Oh yes.
And, they just it's just beignets and coffee. That's all they have.
Yep.
Pretty simple order.
Good place.
We've had them 3 times now.
Now, have you had it? Have you drinking a hurricane?
No, none of the places are really open, which is good.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you doing? What are you doing in New Orleans while you're there?
Well, we came to pick up footage for the possum documentary.
Right.
Okay.
And we've done that. Took some cool pictures, and we were able to get into the jazz museum.
That's cool.
And there's no one in there, so it's great. You have the place to yourself. Literally,
Awesome.
we'd be in whole rooms by yourself. And then tomorrow, we have an appointment. You have to do a reservation, and we're going to the Civil War Museum.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's it. And we've already shot all our footage. And I think tomorrow afternoon, after we're done with the museum, we'll probably hit the road halfway back to Tampa. We decided to drive. We had plane tickets.
Right.
We canceled.
I'm gonna get.
So you did a road trip. You did a road trip instead.
Each of us drive about
how
4.5
long
hours.
was the drive for? How long was the drive from?
Since we
do a straight shot?
really didn't. Yeah, we did straight shot. I think it's about 8 hours.
Okay,
9 hours.
that's not bad. Okay.
No, each of us drove 4 or 5. We stopped for a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit somewhere. I don't know. We got it in the drive-through.
Maybe in Alabama, Mississippi, or somewhere in there.
Alabama is pretty rough. We stopped for gas there. No one's wearing masks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you stop at the gas station. It's like, woo! No one's wearing masks.
Is it because they're being rebels, or because there's not a lot of COVID there?
I think it's the COVID's prevalent there. In the South, it's pretty prevalent everywhere. I think they didn't get the memo, I guess. They're being rebellious. It's kind of, we don't need no mask, that kind of thing, I guess. Hey, there's no room.
You could fax them the memo.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They can and then they can use that as a mask, the actual fax.
That's probably the problem. I faxed it and they don't have it.
How much is gas there? Is it cheaper than out here in California?
Oh yeah, dirt cheap. I don't even pay attention. We're driving a Prius. I think we filled up twice and it cost us $20. I don't know.
Wow.
It's dirt cheap. The gas is cheap and the Prius goes forever.
Now did you take beef jerky with you? I feel like on road trips you always have to have beef jerky.
You're my friend Gene. That's his thing, beef jerky.
Yeah. Because if you eat something, it keeps you awake.
Yeah, the only thing is that none of the stands, the roadside stands, we don't stop at that stuff. So we see people, they just shut New Orleans down again in terms of Bourbon Street. The bars were okay to go in and get takeout. Like here's
that's what you're saying last week. Right. So you mean this week they just closed again?
They closed again. And because the people were getting the takeout and then they were just walking and hanging out on Bourbon Street.
In the street, right. I think you were saying that.
All packed in the street. Yeah, I guess so. So it just happened now that the mayor shut it down, and you could still go through a drive-through and pick up a daiquiri. It blows my mind. You can drink. Yeah. You literally can drink and drive.
That's what you do in New Orleans. You do drive-through daiquiris.
You go through the drive-through.
Do the hurricane. Man. Do the hurricane. Yeah.
I've had nothing but a couple of beers at our Airbnb, and that's it.
Is that what you're saying? I was looking at your background. You're at an Airbnb?
Yeah, we're at an Airbnb. Actually, Gene's ex-girlfriend, Erica, manages it. She's the one that... Yeah. There's about... How many bedrooms? There's like 5 bedrooms, so...
It looks like there's a hallway behind you.
Yeah, she lives in one, and then a ghost lives in another one, and then there's 3 other bedrooms. And there's a bar downstairs that... They bought all this beer before, before everything shut down, and so every 5 o'clock they give away free beer to the staff.
Have you seen the ghost?
What's that?
Have you seen the ghost?
Yeah.
No, Gene has. It sits and stares at him at night. So last night he had to go into a different bedroom.
Wow.
And what is its name?
I don't know if it has a name, but this house was built in the 1860s.
Wow. I hope that I
Yeah.
hope the ghost has a mask on.
I don't know, but Gene was like, you know, wow, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed someone was playing pocket pool in my pajamas. And Erica said, "Woo, I had the same dream." And they looked over at me, and I said, "Don't look at me. I dreamed I was skiing."
That's so cute. You guys all sleep in the same bed.
Well, Jay, I'm glad you're taking care of.
I'm so happy that when
two
there's
guys.
five bedrooms, you're all sleeping in the same bed.
I know.
Well, it's the South, Lauren.
Yeah.
You know,
One bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah, one bedroom, one bed. It's just like, you know, like my sister and my wife.
Yeah.
So everybody gets in the spirit of the South.
Right. It's like some gravy and biscuits.
No offense to you, Jamie Parker and Pigeonhole.
Yeah.
Jamie and Aaron are having their own conversation right now.
As usual. Okay.
Yeah.
And we get to chime in after the show. We see what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to pigeonhole anybody, but you two kids need to watch us.
They both can't believe it's Wednesday already.
Yeah. The week is going by fast.
Yes, that's riveting. That's very riveting that they can't believe it's Wednesday already.
And that means our show is on now.
So Jay, do you know that you're really close to Jamie Parker? You're like 3.5 hours south of where he lives. You guys could actually meet. What you should do is meet.
Go to his man cave
and take a photo.
Come on over to the Civil War Museum, Jamie.
Jamie, go to the Civil War Museum tomorrow. That's where Jay's going to be. And that sounds like it's going to be a great time because no one else will be there. So
exactly.
Right.
And you can take Jay some food as well, that bacon
and then you guys you could bring some bacon and food and corn and zucchini, and then you guys could buy matching masks.
Sounds good.
That's why I felt like I was eating like Jamie Parker tonight. I didn't tell you what I had.
What'd you have?
Well, we got this whole kind of menagerie of food. So we kind of, since we all sleep in the same bed, we all ate out of the same little takeout stuff. And
that's good.
Anyway, we had crawfish.
Etouffee?
No, etouffee. Crawfish.
That's Southern.
Hush puppies.
Yum.
Onion rings, some of the best onion rings I've ever eaten. And then I had a soft shell crab.
Wow.
And then I had this chicken that was amazing. And Erica, what did Erica? Oh, and I had some pieces of Erica's catfish.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah. So all that's
yeah.
The best mac and cheese ever.
Wow.
And they had garlic bread that went with it. So when you go to New Orleans, it becomes a cheat week.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
I've been really good the whole trip until Gene and I've been cooking at his house the entire time. And then this.
Yeah.
You got to have some, when in Rome.
Well, that's
Chris?
all good comfort food. That's all good comfort food. And, and that's the thing. The big thing now that we're in this pandemic, see, Jay just went down a whole menu of other things. Usually we'd be eating something at Denny's at this point, but now not anymore. We're hearing what you're eating.
Right.
Denny's, maybe down there they have that. I think does Denny's
really?
Does Denny's have catfish? I don't know.
I don't know. They have, I got a haddock.
How's
a soft shell haddock?
Yeah.
How is Erica liking living there?
She likes it. I mean, she feels like it's kind of, it's her kindred spirit kind of home. She feels at home here. But, we were having the discussion. It was just unfortunate she got here. She just started making, she hooked up, and this is a testament to her talent. She hooked up with 3 different bands. I mean, so she was singing.
Wow.
And that's hard to do in this town. She got in with 3 different places and 3 different bars, and she was a regular, within 6 months. And then she was driving an Uber occasionally, and everything shut down. So the singing gigs left. But, Gina's also been teaching her she's been doing camera work, but also doing what we're doing, but streaming, but doing the switching. So for large groups, she's got the whole, she's got the whole panel, the switching panel.
And
cool. Music panel and all that stuff. When it comes back, she's going to be DJing downstairs or working with the DJ, running their karaoke. And then, you know, right now she's also, she's doing streaming for a church. And then for Rhonda Shear, the show, I was just on Saturday night. Played a couple characters. And by the way, you guys, if we get my little Canon camera out, we want to do some sketches. She does some different segments like Kook of the Week.
I'm all for that.
Things,
right?
Yeah, that we could do that. We, you know, get our face on her show, and she's got
that's great.
Thousands of followers from HSN, and then her Up All Night. Yeah. So yeah, it's good exposure.
Do that.
Aaron thought you said she hooked up with 3 different guys, but she didn't. She hooked up with 3 different bands.
3 different bands, yeah. But Aaron, come on down. I mean, you know, the guys out here, they're pretty loose.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I know they all go skiing.
Yeah, and they go through the drive-through daiquiri stations.
Yeah, and they're served by ghosts.
Have you written any more pickup lines?
Make any more what?
Have you written any more pickup lines?
Oh, you know, I've tweaked them. You can find them. They're
you tweet
They're
them?
everywhere. Yeah, I find them and then I tweak them. I tweak them up.
On your own Twitter?
Yeah, like, so for example, no, they're everywhere. Okay. They're out on the internet. Oh. But I make them my own.
Okay, let me go to the internet.
We'll make them on Facebook then too.
Yeah.
Are they on Facebook too?
Lauren, if you were a chicken, you would be impeccable. That's a keeper. Did you get your license? Did you get your license suspended, baby, for driving all those guys crazy?
Now I need to go get pulled over.
Yeah.
See, it's the look. It's the way I deliver it. It's all in the look, Chris.
Right.
Are you related to Jean-Claude Van Damme? Because Jean-Claude Van Damme, you are sexy.
Especially if you could say it.
I wish I could too. Jean-Claude Van Damme, you're sexy. How about that?
Oh, that's a good one. Aaron is up to drive-through cocktails.
Jamie Parker, are you writing those down?
Me too.
I think Aaron is, and she said she's up for some drive-through cocktails. Except for Aaron likes the lava flows, which are kind of similar to daiquiris, but they're like a Hawaiian.
I love a girl that loves a lava flow, right, Chris?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
All the girls at Planned Parenthood.
She likes 10 lava flows.
All the girls at Planned Parenthood love the lava flows.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm taking notes.
You need Planned Parenthood after you drink 10 lava flows.
Yeah.
That's how they end up at Planned Parenthood.
It goes with the tea.
Yes.
It goes with the tea and crumpets.
So out here they have hurricanes and hand grenades.
What's in a hurricane?
What is in a hurricane, Chris?
Rum. It's rum and ice. And see, the thing with drinking
more
is
rum.
That rum and then ice and rum. I enjoy the drink. I don't know ingredients very well. I don't, like, if I had to make a drink, I would not know how to make it. I just drink it. So, but I know there's rum in that, and they're very nice, very refreshing, a lot of ice in it.
I'll tell you something you got to try this. We went to this bar that's last year. Right. It had a round, and it went around. It just, have you seen that? It goes in circles.
Yes.
And it's like a rotating bar.
It is.
Vertigo?
It goes around, like takes 15 minutes to go all the way around, I think.
I had to get off it. But here's why. We drank this stuff called absinthe.
Okay.
Oh, that's strong.
Makes you absent.
Oh my God.
That's really
like
strong.
Oh my God. It's like 200%. It's like 150 proof.
Yeah.
You drink one of those, I had to get off the circulating bar.
Well, that'll make you that'll end you up at Planned Parenthood, that's for sure.
Did you
Woo! I was ready to shave my balls for Jesus.
Whoa. Hallelujah.
Jamie said keep the pickup lines going. He wants to hear more.
He wants to hear more.
Yeah, I'll bring some more next week, Jamie.
Okay. And also, don't forget to fax those to me tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may not be Fred Flintstone, but I can make your bed rock. Right, Noodle?
Right.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Well, I took out today, and he was freezing. Were you freezing?
Ooh.
Just so you guys know, it's summer everywhere except for where I am. It's really
yeah.
I know. That's what we were talking about.
Noodle says, "Let's go home, play house. You be the screen door. I'll slam you all night long."
Did you say that? Did you say that? I don't think you said that.
I get all my best pickup lines.
And she just said no.
Noodle picked up a fireman, man. He's awesome.
Yeah. I haven't seen the fireman lately.
Oh, okay.
I think he's hiding. But I have
what?
I have another story about somebody.
Oh, okay.
Can't wait.
Okay.
What's this about?
Recently hanging out at my house on Sunday when therein my friend texted me and said, "Hey, I'm down the street. Come meet me. There's a guy here that wants to meet you. And he's a comedian and he really wants to meet you." So I said, there goes my early Sunday. So I went over there and I met them. And even though he was my age, he looked like an old man, which I am old, but he looked really old. And he was so nervous because he knew as a comedian that he was kind of trying too hard.
To be funny?
Yeah, and he was just trying to, everything he said was trying to punch it and be funny. I'm like, dude, just relax.
Yeah, just be yourself.
And the backstory, he's been divorced 4 times.
It's a lot.
He has 3 kids, and one of them doesn't talk to him. But he told me about his first 3 wives, but he did not tell me about the 4th wife. And he didn't tell me why his son wasn't talking to him. Okay, let's fast forward. He has my number. Not really interested, but hey, trying to be nice. He says, "Hey, I'll text or call you on Tuesday," which that was yesterday, right? So I was working. Okay. Thanks, Aaron, that I'm not old, but this guy looks really old. So anyway, I'm going to read you his text.
Oh, so, go ahead.
Okay, at 3:21. Now I'm in a meeting. He texted me, "Hi, Lauren, how are you doing?" Not doing, doing. Well, I had met some friends out and had to take the dog out. So then at 7 o'clock, I had not responded yet. And he says, "Okay, let me know. Welcome." And now he's getting mad. "Welcome to California. So sad. Just say no if you're not interested. I'm good with that." Oh. I get I am in California. So sad. But you are pretentious like all Californians.
Oh, boy.
And then I finally saw this. I have 2 phones, just so you guys know. So I finally saw this message and I went, wow, please do not contact me anymore. Not appreciate your judgment. And maybe watch your tongue. I'm the least pretentious person ever, but thanks for your judgment in a nutshell. Look in the mirror and change your attitude. How dare you? 4 divorces. Shocker, I'm out. And then there's more. Like, he's like, "I've been stabbed in the back." And I'm like, "Well, so have all of us." And
yeah.
And anyway.
Well, that went south fast.
Yeah, it did.
Now I don't have to ghost him. And so
it did.
He goes, "I'm not perfect. I'm from the South, and I respect women, but I'm very disappointed in California women. You are not like them. I'm sorry." I said, "Well, as long as you are, then quit trying to meet them. As long as you're sick of them, then quit trying to meet them, because all you will do is judge. And I am also from the South, so you really don't know how to approach." And he's
right.
And so he goes, "I'm a great guy looking for a great gal." And I said, "Obviously not." So
this gets good. This is like Jerry Springer now. Is he going to come behind the curtain? "Hey, guess who's here?"
Right. That was after one meeting. Holy crap.
Yeah. He was too funny.
Not get an immediate response. So all of a sudden I'm pretentious and you're dying laughing. But
so
this is what happens to me.
That's what happens when you try to be too funny.
I texted my friend and I said, "I don't know who this guy is that you tried to introduce me to," but he had texted her too saying, "Oh, I really messed up. I called her pretentious."
Sounds like he needs a daiquiri.
Yeah.
Drive-through daiquiri and hurricane.
Or on the rock.
However you make those, I don't know, but they can be.
I think he needs the Aaron's 10 lava floats.
He had 10 of vodka on the rocks, whatever.
I thought only I could repel women with such efficiency. That's amazing. That went south so fast.
All of a sudden, like, I hate California women, and you're super pretentious. I'm like,
jeez.
You liked me and wanted to ask me out. Okay. Anyways.
I tried to run from the first time I met Lauren, Chris. The first time I met Lauren,
what happened? Were you trying to be too funny? I hope you weren't being too funny. Oh. I tried to hide.
But that's not the first. It's kind of not the first time. He knew who I was. He met me at the gym. I must have.
Oh yeah, I remember the story. Right.
Rock hard body, and he was so intimidating.
Yeah, that was it. Mostly because she was dating a guy that I knew.
I was dating.
Right.
Friends.
Yeah. So I stayed in the restroom forever. Finally, this guy Chris Young comes in. He goes, "Are you coming out?" Because she's waiting to meet you.
Introduce me.
Oh.
Because Jay's in the restroom, but you have to meet him. He's a comedian. I'm like, he's been in there for like 20 minutes. Like,
shaving your balls for Jesus, I guess, right? What are you doing?
That was really funny. But if it wasn't for Chris Young, then we wouldn't be here at Denny's right now. Or
we wouldn't.
That's right.
We wouldn't.
How long ago was that?
Thank goodness.
That was before. You're the one that introduced me to Stephen Barb. So that was 20 years ago.
Wow.
I have to say, Steve's book it's a good refresher.
It's good.
I've finished it, all the chapters now, and
that's good.
Yeah.
By
Talks
the way,
about
he was our old comedy coach. That's
yeah, that's right. For those that don't, the flaw, agenda, attitude, right?
And blind spot.
And blind spot.
Yeah.
And the depth.
So,
yeah.
And then he also had great ways with dealing with hecklers. He talked about dealing with hecklers and acknowledge them but don't dwell on it. That kind of thing.
Right.
These are good. This is for those of you that's studying comedy. Good reminder.
Yeah, because the other thing too that he really taught, like you're talking about the hecklers, is it's the connection with the audience. So even if you start going into a joke and the audience might not be with you, you can go back and repeat yourself, or you can go back and say, like it's a conversation, say, no, this really did happen, or okay, let me tell you, it actually went like that. So those are really good things that I remember from those two. Those
best shows dealing with hecklers or things in the room was with Jay, and that was when we were in Florida. Remember when the lady dropped her tray? Okay, I had a show where a lady dropped a tray right in the middle of the tray, but it was perfect timing for the punchline that came next. And then before that, the alarm went off, like somebody was trying to sneak out of this emergency exit. I mean, but all of that stuff helped, in your head to deal with the situation instead of pretending it's not happening.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of younger comedians will do. They would just go, but besides your material, that's great stuff when that happens. Cause you acknowledge it. Not that you have to say a joke, but at least you acknowledge it. And then something funny will probably come out,
I think
the other thing,
being real.
He felt sorry for me that night. He was like, oh man.
No, you got good laughs. You got good laughs on that night. So.
Yeah. Wasn't that the night you said he had a really good set? Wasn't that one of your best? Yeah.
Shows I probably.
That's right.
It was like,
oh, go ahead.
No, I was just, not expecting any of that stuff to happen within that short little.
That's when it happens. But, he also was talking about, for those of you students of comedy out there or interested, he's also talking about when, the MC introduces you. And I mean, a lot of times now the MCs are pretty gracious about asking you how you want to be introduced.
Yeah. Right.
And, I guess the best thing to do is just, for me, it's like now I've learned to give, credits rather than try to give them something funny to say about me, because they'll either mess it up or they add to it. It just doesn't come out right. So you give your credits, but you also have to acknowledge, I kept thinking about that. There's a guy out there in Florida. Yeah, his name's Danny Bevins. He's very funny. We've known each other now forever, and we did the San Francisco comedy competition together. And he actually he just was on Billy Gardell's Road Dogs. I want to apply for that too. But anyway, he always talks about, every single time he introduces me, whenever I'm at Coconuts and he goes on and tries material, he'll introduce me and he talks about, hey, this is my good friend. And, you know, he talks about how he did. He stayed with me for a month in Los Angeles. He didn't really know anybody out there, and he slept on my couch for a month. And, you know, I met some girl in the Cayman Islands that she was coming out to visit. Right. I was like, hey, Danny, it might get a little weird. I mean, the apartment was only like 400 square feet. So then I was like, so finally he's like, oh, yeah. I'm going back. I got an apartment on my own. And he started working for, it's a manager out there. And her name is Beverly Dean. And she managed Reese Witherspoon. So Danny, you know, while he was staying with me, and then even after, he invited me to go meet her. She did kind of a inner living room. There was no charge for it, but her clients, she put on these kind of like cold reading workshops, and just, you know, doing lines and doing scenes together. Mm-hmm. And Reese Witherspoon was there, and Danny and I, and a couple other people, and we read, you know, back and forth. And she liked me. It just she didn't have any room on the roster. She never ended up signing Danny either. He ended up working for, like, interning, which is great because he got exposure. And one day, Steven Seagal called asking for Beverly, and Danny answered the phone. And I don't know if you remember the movie Air Force One with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I remember that.
The president, and then about the first 5 minutes of the film, Steven Seagal's like a pilot, and one of the terrorists take him and throw him out the plane. So he was in the movie for maybe 5 minutes, but you find out he's the producer. So Danny answers the phone, and the guy goes, yeah, it's Steven Seagal. Is Beverly there? And Danny said, you know, you owe me $8, whatever. And he goes, excuse me? He goes, yeah, I went to that movie to see you when you lasted 5 minutes. I figure you owe me $8. And he laughed, and that, you know, that, again, you know,
that's funny.
You make your name and you take advantage of the moment. And so he worked for Beverly for a while. We have time for another quick story?
Yeah.
It's 9:03, but I think Jamie and Aaron are having a good time.
I got to tell you one more.
Okay. What's the other?
So the reason Danny met Beverly was because Bob, who you know, Bob Shoemaker out at Coconuts.
Bob, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a comic, an African-American comic named Special K. And
Special K.
Yeah, Special K.
That's great.
And he was doing all the little gigs that Bob booked me in. So in fact, I was in Lakeland a week after. But he did this little place in Lakeland, and it's a small room. And unbeknownst to Special K, there was a movie company shooting in town. They were based out of LA. And so there was a producer there, you know, watching. They came in at the hotel after their day of filming to have drinks. Well, the bar is where the comedy club is. So anybody that wants to come in the bar to drink, they can drink. They don't charge them admission. So they're watching. And after he gets done with his set, they come up to this guy, Special K, and they say, hey, look, we have a part for you tomorrow. Couple lines, not a big deal, but, you know, if you go, it'll get you in, get your SAG card.
That's cool.
And he said, okay. Well, the call time was like 6 a.m. And you know comics, and he got done at whatever 1. Can't go to sleep. He probably stayed up all night, showed up on time, did the set. The producer was so impressed with the job he did. He took a tape of him, and he put it on Beverly's desk. Beverly was part of, she knew the people casting. She's a manager, but she knew the people casting. It had Tupac Shakur and
did Janet Jackson Poetic Justice. Poetic Justice.
Yeah. So he ended up being in that, and then he got. He put the pile. He put his tape on the top of the pile. She did, and they just happened to look at it and went, I know it's typecasting, but they said, there's our drug dealer. And then that got him a part. And he's only as tall as I am, but he was big. And they shot him from underneath.
To make him look taller.
So he looked,
more menacing.
Yeah, he looked huge.
Yeah.
And this menacing guy. And that got him a part on Rush. Remember that with Jason Patrick?
I do. Yeah, the other drug movie. Yeah.
Tons of parts after that. And then he got kind of caught up in the Hollywood lifestyle, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he stopped making meetings, unfortunately, on time. But it kind of snowballed. His career went.
Now, Jay, I have a question. Is there a way you could try to? Is Beverly still? Is she still a manager?
That's a good question. I don't know if she's retired or not.
You should look into it because maybe now she could, use someone, your type. I mean, that's how it is on her roster.
I don't know that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't remember me, but I would definitely use that entree as a, hey, I met you a long time ago. Maybe I could read for you.
Right.
But yeah, that's a good suggestion. I never even looked at it.
Yeah. Or you could say my name is Circle J or something.
Jamie said that Steven Seagal has a house in Louisiana.
That's
he
cool.
does?
Yeah.
Wow. I got to say, the architecture out here, there's none of this mow down old places and then build condos. None of that.
It's French. It's French, isn't it?
Gene and I, we just today, because we went yesterday to the museum, tomorrow to the other museum, but today we drove around and just looked at famous places like Sandra Bullock's house,
cool.
Peyton Manning, Archie Manning, and all those guys.
Oh, yeah.
General Beauregard. We just went around and looked at these places.
That's cool.
I never left the car.
Oh, I want to go to New Orleans. I'm supposed to go there in May.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Let's go. Let's get Aaron and Jamie and drink some lava flows.
Where we're scheduling for next May. So yeah, Jamie and Aaron, we can, get some lava flows, and Jamie could bring the baby.
Yeah.
Right.
We could have some hurricanes and daiquiris.
And
that's true, Gordon Ramsay.
Put it on your calendars next May.
Yeah. Right.
Jay, I'm
good
so for you. So when do you go back again?
We drive back to Tampa tomorrow, and then Monday I fly out if this storm doesn't affect my flight plans.
Those storms in Florida are crazy. Aaron,
the humidity.
Tropical storm.
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna go to New Orleans with us next year.
Sweet.
Woo! That's true, Gordon Ramsay.
Right on.
Yes. Hey, so it's 8 after.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time.
I had to twist Aaron's arm. She said, "Yeah, I know, Aaron. Aaron's like me. She's a yes person. I love yes. Yes people.
Unless they're texting you and telling you you're promiscuous.
Right.
Pretentious.
Oh yeah, that too.
Those are two different words.
Aaron, I will send you a meeting request, but how dare you mix me up? I would like to be promiscuous right now. This has been a long quarter.
Yeah.
That's the way the cookie bounces,
Yeah, it does.
All I got's noodle and some Zoom.
Yep. Right. And cold weather.
I'm gonna fax all of you guys meeting requests for our next New Orleans trip.
Good.
Right.
That was an Aaron suggestion.
Yes.
Well, you'll meet the promiscuous, pretentious Lauren Kirshner.
Oh, I wish I missed those days.
Yeah.
Me too. Where was I?
4 marriages later.
You were asleep because you had school the next day.
See, Chris? See, let that be a lesson to you. I could get laid if I wasn't so tired.
That's right.
What did you guys learn tonight?
What I've learned is, go ahead, Chris.
Oh, you want me to go ahead? Okay. Well, I learned that when doves cry, they're really hurt.
That's a Purple Rain callback.
Yeah, it is a Purple Rain callback. The 30-year-olds and the 24-year-olds won't get that, I guess.
Yeah, I know. So what I've learned is never mistake a police car for an Uber.
That's good.
They have no sense of humor.
Good one.
That's a good one.
What I learned earlier was that my ex died doing what he loved doing. He really loved having heart attacks. So.
Was he promiscuous too?
It sounds like
I guess so.
No meeting for him anymore.
Amy said he will make sure none of us will miss our flights. He'll make sure we all make our flights.
Oh, good.
Oh, you mean when we're drinking?
Yeah.
Southwest.
After 10 lava flows on your way to New
Orleans. When I come on JetBlue or Spirit Airlines.
Oh my God, Spirit, Jesus!
I know it's only your bad thing.
One time I checked Spirit Airlines, and I thought it cost me more to check my luggage than my flight was.
Then the ticket.
It was $120 to
Jeez.
check my luggage, and I think I got the flight for $99. It was.
I thought United was bad.
Yeah, you gotta get on that plane with a backpack, and the backpack has to be a certain size. And then you think, oh, geez, I'm home free, and then they charge you for the goddamn seat. Wait.
So the lesson is
no water, not even any magazines, like nothing.
Wow.
You're like, did my plane ticket include a seat?
No bird seed or anything? They didn't throw like bird seed at you or?
Yeah, you got to pay $10 for the seat of your,
water.
Your choice. Right.
I had like a 5 or 6 hour layover in Florida, not Tampa. Where was I? Anyway, it was that one terminal where there's not even like a restaurant to sit at. It was like a snack bar, like with.
Oh, that's
like
Long Beach.
It's a Long Beach airport.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
on that note, we are going to say goodbye, and we will be back Wednesday. You two crazies stay on, but I'm going to end this live thing.
Right. Bye, everybody. Have a good week.
Okay, you guys. See you next week. Safe travels, Jay.
I'm going to go out and be promiscuous.
Good.
Sounds fun. Okay.
Yeah. Those are big words.
Okay. We are
all right. Okay.
Oh, she's still recording us though.
Is that
I'm gonna I put it
YouTube?
on
Just